Got the new Spinfish Pro from Silent North that just arrived. Let's unbox it. So just got done blowing up the inner ring, and I want to pause here for a second because the inner ring is a higher pressure. The inner ring is 12 psi. The outer ring is a lower pressure, 4 psi. Now Silent North told me that this sample unit that I was sent didn't have the printout for the psi on the near the valves. They're going to correct that so that way the later units that are sold, you know, obviously have that. I guess if any units get sold that are like this, they'll let you know. But I wanted to make that clear in this video, just in case you're watching this video and you get one of these units. The inner ring is higher pressure, 12 psi. The outer ring is lower pressure, 4 psi. And another great thing about why is there two different chambers is, let's be real, this is an inflatable. Everyone's biggest worry about inflatable is a rupture, right? Whether it's a hook from fishing, or you hit some barnacles or oysters, or any various thing that people worry about. So you have two chambers that's going to help you get back, right? If you lose one, even the outer ring should provide enough buoyancy to keep you safe, keep you floating enough to help you navigate back to shore. As well as if you encounter anything, right, bump up against anything, it's most likely going to be that outer ring. So patch jobs on a lower pressure section are going to be more dependable, reliable. So you're still going to be able to patch the unit, keep using the unit, and still have faith in the unit because it's a lower pressure than that high pressure interior section. So that's pretty good engineering, and I just wanted to notate about the PSI. All right, let's finish blowing this up. Honestly, the rest of the setup after you inflate is pretty easy. So you got fins just like you would on any other inflatable or paddleboard. These are the, slide in with that slide lock pin. So that's how you do it. Now, people new to inflatables and such ask, is this step important? And I tell them only if you want to go straight. So yes, whether you're going to be paddling this with like a kayak paddle or motoring it with like the Bixpy or even the Mirage Drive pedals, you're going to want these fins, right? They're going to help you track straight. So don't forget this step, and then you flip it around and install the rest. And being that these fins are close to the edges, if this was a step you needed to do in the water because of just assembly, you easily could. You come to the corner piece where they're at, you just, imagine, feel underneath, and they're not far under to reach to slide them in. I've had some vessels that I've had to do that just because of the nature of setting things up, much like this, to where doing it on land, it was difficult, to where just actually doing this as the last step once I'm in the water, reaching under, sliding it in, that was the best way to do it. And I think this is probably going to be similar to that just because there's some setup of other pieces on top side. I think this is probably just going to be best done at the end before you're ready to launch and go, because obviously it's not that far off the edge. It's going to be pretty easy to do. Now, I'm sure someone's going to ask about carrying it, transporting it. It's round. Could you roll it? Sure. I probably wouldn't, just because I like to take care of my stuff. Obviously, that would just create more wear and tear on the product. But it's not heavy. And with this armhole in here, you find the right position, pick it up. I'm 6 foot tall, so completely doable. Or having some kind of cart to get it in. I know they make those paddleboard carts that are kind of narrow. I think this might work well for that, or any other kind of kayak cart. I'm sure you could lay it on top, balance it, and roll it right on through. This is the pedestal mount for the pedestal seat. This plate goes on easily with 4 screws into the prefixed built-in threaded connection points. As you can see, you go on that easy. Just line them up. I guess maybe make sure you're loosened in all the corners before you tighten down, just to get all 4 in, and then tighten them down that way. There you go. Once you got all 4 in, then I guess snug them up. And that's that easy. Now this is the drive adapter, and according to the drive adapter, you just press it right on in. This might have been better to do before inflated, now that I look at it. So yeah, this might be something you want to place in here and then inflate around it, so that way it would snug up. I bet you that's how we should have done it. All right, so I let out some of the pressure to slide this in. So I think the best bet would be to place this in and then blow up your inner disc. And that way it'll snug around it. I took some PSI out, released some pressure, so I get that. So obviously I would want to reinflate to operating PSI so it snugs in and locks that down. But there you go. Relatively simple assembly for the unit on scene. So on scene, you're talking about really what? Fins, seat plate, this. So it's really 3 parts, you know, just you drop the seat in and snug it up with the bolt as your last step. So 4 parts, and you're off and going. The completely set up Silent North Spinfish Pro. As you can see, it's that 360 seat. This is the seat it comes with. It is that 4-hole pattern underneath, so if you want to switch it out to more of an adjustable seat, like those metal frames that are common on bass boats, you could. It's going to be that same 4-hole pattern. So if you want to customize it later on, you certainly can. But pretty easy assembly. You got the Mirage Drive system up front. That Mirage Drive system will take, of course, the Mirage Drive pedals. We're going to try it with that. It'll take a Bixby motor system. We're going to try it with that. Silent North may be coming out with their own motor as well. I'm not sure about that at launch, but I saw an image of one, so who knows what's going to come with that. Maybe in the future there might be other accessories that allow you standard trolling motor adapters as well. But off the bat, at launch, I know the Hobie drive is set up, ready to go, and a Bixby will definitely work with that. So you can set up the Bixby and be motoring day one if that's the route you go. Check out the description for video links. I am an affiliate with Bixby, so there'll be a link for that. There's going to be a Kickstarter launch for the Spinfish Pro from Silent North. Going to be crazy discounts, I hear, so go ahead. If you want this, check out that link. Get the best deal that you can get. And next step is getting it on the water.